Hi guys, this is Victor with Alarm CPA. Welcome back. And in today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about taxes, right? We're in the middle of tax season right here. I'm actually taking a few minutes to record this and then give you some information here. But as you guys do know, every year there's a change in the tax code, always, all the time. So for example, this year, the deadline for taxes, for tax filing, has been extended from April 15th, which is normally, the due date of the taxes, to May 17th, right? And this is because of COVID-19 and all the relief that the government is trying to do, all the steps that the government wants to do in order to have people have more time in order for them to complete an accurate and complete tax return, right? Also, this gives additional time for service providers to consult and help their clients to complete an accurate and complete tax return, right? And I'm going to give you some information here about standard deduction and also itemized deductions and so forth, right? First of all, you're like, Victor, what is a standard deduction and what is an itemized deduction? Okay, let me give you some numbers. A standard deduction, the limit on the standard deduction, if you're an individual taxpayer, that means if you're single and you're filing your taxes, the standard deduction is $12,400, okay? Now, if you're married and you're filing joint, the standard deduction would be $24,800. Okay, so for single individual taxpayers would be $12,400, and for married filing joint will be $24,800. So basically, it's the double. And you may be asking, well, Victor, why is the IRS, why is the government giving taxpayers a standard deduction or an itemized? What is all this? Well, I mean, the government is actually giving a tax relief, right, to the taxpayer. This is in essence a way to incentivize some industries, right, in one way, and we'll be talking about it here in a minute, but also offering some sort of relief to taxpayers, right? Some sort of way to reduce taxes, if you will. Let me give you a story, right? Something happened a few days ago. One of our clients, Eduardo, gave us a call a few days ago, and he's like, Victor, I'm looking at a copy of my taxes here and I don't see the mortgage deduction. What's going on? You missed that. And I'm like, well, let's take a look at it, right? I say. And I ask him, so are you taking the standard deduction or are you taking the itemized deductions? And he's like, what is that? Bingo. So basically there I just explained my client, okay, so instead of taking the itemized deduction, you are taking the standard deduction, which is giving you a tax break on the amount of $24,800, my friend, right? He just didn't know that. And I'm actually gonna give you an example, right? Where you can see the benefits of you perhaps taking itemized deduction versus a standard deduction. So let's say that you're married and you're filing joint, right? You're married and you're filing taxes with your spouse, and you have a house, right? And your mortgage interest, to say a number, let's say it's $20,000, right? And let's say that combination of property taxes and taxes that you pay to the state, the aggregate is $10,000, which actually is the limit, right? You can only take $10,000 worth of taxes for itemized deductions, right? So that's very important. So okay, so we have $20,000 in mortgage interest, we have $10,000 on taxes, and then you have another $5,000, right? You have another $5,000 of charitable contributions, okay? And that gives you a total of $35,000 worth of itemized deductions, or deductions that you could basically itemize for your taxes, okay? Now, we're talking about $30,000, right, guys? We have $30,000 here, and we have on the other side the alternative of you taking a standard deduction, which is $24,800. $24,800, and you have $30,000. Which one do you think is more advantageous for you. This one, right? Exactly. So in my example with my client Eduardo, it was more beneficial for him to take the standard deduction, right? In this example, guys, that I just presented to you guys here, it's more advantageous to take the itemized deductions, right? So it all depends on your scenario. It all depends on your situation. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a nugget of information here that you could utilize in this case in your taxes, right? And always, for more information, take a look at the description below where you can see how to contact us and additional links for additional information. And also, do not forget always to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.